Since the beginning, APTARE has been maniacally focused on backup reporting, and so backup optimization is another use case within the APTARE portfolio. If you think about what our customer makeup is, they're large, complex environments. Now, Veritas is very good at backing up large, complex environments where we've been doing it for years. It's difficult for customers, though, to be able to manage a large environment, especially when you've got master servers that are in multiple data centers across the globe. It's really hard to get a handle on large, complex environments and especially then how to optimize those. Another thing that's added to the mix is not all of our customers are net backup shops. So we've got customers that have net backup and they might have TSM and they might have HP Data Protector or Avamar or Veeam or Cohesity or Rubrik or all of the above. And so, again, trying to optimize an environment that size, that complex, that diverse is very difficult without a product something like APTARE. Now, I just got a backup dashboard here that can illustrate some of the optimization use cases. I think the most important thing is just having visibility into your entire environment. And so we can look across multiple vendors. And as you can see here, I've got Avamar, I've got TSM, I've got NetBackup. I can see how many files each one is backing up, how many jobs they're doing, what their actual job volume is, how many successful backups they did, how many failures they had, what my failure rate was across those different vendors. So again, just at a high level, being able to see and visualize and all of this information in a single pane of glass is hugely powerful for our customers. And then applying machine learning to that data, we can then analyze the data and find out where the problems are. So we have this 80-20 rule where basically 80% of your problems are caused by 20% of your clients. So how do we know which ones are the ones that are the offenders to that? So we're looking at the top 5 largest clients. We're looking at the top 5 longest running. We're looking at the top 5 slowest, the ones that are getting the most files, the ones that are getting the most failures, the ones that are getting the most partially successful or skipped backups. And then we put all that again in one single report where we can see that this guy here has got 3 strikes against it because it is my second largest, but it's also got the most partially successful backups and it's also my second longest running client. So this probably does not have its exclude list set correctly, and therefore it's getting a lot of skipped files, and NetBackup is trying to back these up, and because of that it's taken a long time. So analyzing data like this allows operators to optimize the environment, maybe set the exclude list correctly on that client so it's not trying to back up a bunch of open files. And then the other thing is around load balancing. So which workloads should go where? So if you're standing up new workloads, where should you put them? You know, which master server should they go on? Which media server should they go on? Well, there's certain information that you're going to need in order to optimize that. You're going to need to know, well, how many clients are already being backed up by this media server and how much job volume is currently going to that media server. So again, with reporting like this, we can quickly analyze your current workloads and then help you determine where to optimize and where to put new workloads as they come on board. And then similarly, if I wanted to maybe take out one of my competitors, I would then use a report like this to analyze which ones are getting the most failures. So am I getting chronic failures within a particular backup vendor? So we can very quickly go through, and if I want to analyze, in this case, my failed backup jobs, I could also look at job size, client count, file count. But let's focus on failed jobs, and let's find out which one of these backup vendors are getting the most failures. And so we just quickly rerun this report. It'll then analyze across all of those different backup vendors and then show me, in this case, where all of my failures are occurring. And it looks like most of the failures are occurring within Veeam and TSM. Very few are actually happening with NetBackup. So a report like this can be used then to say, hey, you know, why do I have this backup product that's out there that's failing all the time? Let's replace it with something that maybe is not as problematic. And then around, of course, there's always the just knowing which backups failed and which ones were successful. We have many ways that we can measure and optimize a backup environment. There's also on the report library, I'll just kind of show you before we end this. On the report library, if you select Backup Manager General and Net Backup and then click on the utilization and optimization, you'll get a whole bunch of reports out here that are right around the whole optimization and how to optimize a backup environment. So we're looking at things like your backup hogs, which ones are the creating the most data out there. Or we can look at I/O stats that are across multiple data domains as an example. So the report library has multiple reports out here that are going to help customers and help you help customers optimize their current backup environment. Thank you.